Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's game from June 29th. Let me turn that down. I had the wrong thing up. June 29th, 1949, from Fenway Park in Boston. This is my PC replay baseball Red Sox season replay as I try to reverse history and get the 1949 American League pennant in the hands of the Boston Red Sox. Jeff Hunter comes by. Thank you, Jeff, for stopping in. As you can see on the screen today in baseball, in the American League, the Red Sox lead the Yankees by 6 games, 41-23 to 36-30. And in the National League, the Brooklyn Dodgers are 13 games ahead and running away with the National League pennant. They're 50-15, while the second place St. Louis Cardinals are 37-28. A little bit of background here on June 29th, 1949. Excuse me. In the American League, the size of the ball was reduced from 10 well, let me start it again. In the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, the size of the ball is reduced from 10 3/8 to 10 inches in mid-season. The pitching distance increased from 50 to 55 feet, and the Grand Rapids Chicks overcome a 57-54 record to win the league championship. I bet you were on the edge of your seats waiting to hear that. Also in history in 1949, Jackie Robinson, Don Newcomb, Roy Campanella, and Larry Doby are the first African Americans to appear in a Major League All-Star game. Joe and Dom DiMaggio, the first brothers to hit safely in an All-Star game, do it again. Each has a single and a double in 4 at-bats. What else happened here in 1949? In 1949, Commissioner Happy Chandler sells radio and TV rights to the World Series to the Gillette Safety Razor Company for $1 million per year. Now they do it for $1 million a pitch. And rules changes in Major League Baseball. The Major League owners approved the installation of warning tracks around the outfield in all ballparks to cut down on growing incidents of players crashing into fences. And also in this particular series, Joe DiMaggio comes back after 65 days in seclusion. Joe DiMaggio had heel problems and took 2 months off and came back in yesterday's game, June 28th. In June 29th's game, in real life, the Yankees win this game 9-7. Joe DiMaggio hits a 3-run home run in the game. And let me see, anything else? No, that's about it. So anyway, that's a little bit of history. Now, let's go down to the field and play the game as Yoko comes by to say hello. Happy Saturday, Yoko. Here we go. Let's set the lineups. We use as played lineups. There they go. The Yankees will be coached by AI.
Replay Radio is live from Boston. Top of the first.
The top of the first, we'll see the Yankee lineup. Joe Coleman batting first, playing second base. Phil Rizzuto at short. Batting second, Tommy Hendrick at first base, batting third. Joe DiMaggio hitting cleanup in the fourth spot. Playing center field, Berra catching, batting fifth. Bob Johnson at third base, batting sixth. Gene Woodling in left, batting seventh. Cliff Mapes in right, batting eighth. And Tommy Byrne is pitching for the Yankees. Red Sox have Williams, DiMaggio, and Zorilla in the outfield. Left to right in the infield, Pesky, Stevens, Dorr, and Billy Goodman. Bernie Tebbets behind the plate. Ellis Kinder on the mound for the Red Sox. And here comes the first pitch of the game. And Coleman's hit by that pitch and trots down to first base.
No outs, men on first.
Phil Rizzuto steps into the batter's box. Rizzuto hitting .266. Ellis Kinder, 8-1 on the season with a .247 ERA, checks the runner and throws. Phil Rizzuto's going to bunt.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
We got rolls galore here in this game. Here comes a sacrifice. We got to check an error on Ellis Kinder. He is a good fielding pitcher. There's no error. The sacrifice works. Coleman goes to second.
1 out, men on second.
If you knew, and I know Yoko and Jeff are not new to this game, it's a hard game to broadcast only because sometimes the outcome of the game, of the at-bat, is determined by one roll, sometimes 2, 3, and every now and then 4 rolls. So we'll do our best as Tommy Hendrick steps in, hitting .264 to face Kinder, runner on second. And he's going to fly out to center.
2 outs, men on second.
Joe DiMaggio just came in. He's been up 3 times this season. He started yesterday for the first time this season. He homered yesterday in the replay. Let's see how he does today against Ellis Kinder. And he hits a deep fly out to left.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
We go to the bottom of the first at Fenway, no score.
Bottom of the first.
For the Red Sox, they will send up Dom DiMaggio in center, batting first. Johnny Pesky at third, batting second. Ted Williams in left, batting third. Vern Stevens at short, hitting cleanup. Bobby Doerr hitting fifth at second. Billy Goodman batting sixth at first. Al Zarilla from the St. Louis Browns. He's a good hitting outfielder in right, batting seventh. Bertie Tebbets, who will go on from his career here with the Red Sox to be a big league manager, hitting eighth. Ellis Kinder, a starting pitcher. Later on in the next decade, he will become a premier relief pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. In the field for the Yankees, Woodling, DiMaggio, Mapes in the outfield. Johnson, Rizzuto, Coleman, and Hendrick left to right in the infield. Catching, the great catcher Yogi Berra. Pitching, Tommy Byrne. Byrne this year 6-5 with a .274 ERA. Dom DiMaggio steps in, hitting .305, and the bottom of the first is underway. Line drive, base hit to center field. Buckshot stops by, and SGJ Jamie is here with us today at the ballpark. Runner on first for the Red Sox. Well, there may be extra bases. As I looked over at the iPad, I have another roll to do. Let's see if Joe can keep his brother at first. He cannot, as you see here. Any rolls of 4, 5, and 6 will be a double. 1, 2, and 3 would have kept him at first.
No outs, men on second.
Dom DiMaggio leads off with a double. Johnny Pesky hitting .280. One down.
1 out, men on second.
Tommy Byrne now to face Ted Williams. Ted Williams on the season, 13 home runs, 69 RBIs, 347 batting average, and in 248 at-bats, you can see he has struck out a total of 16 times. His on-base percentage in the game, .476. Ball hit to first. Hendrick takes it himself. DiMaggio goes to third.
2 outs, men on third.
Vern Stevens having a good year, 280, 13 home runs, 73 runs batted in here, not even to the halfway mark in the season. The pitch. We got to roll a die. It's either going to be a base hit. If it's a 6, it's a home run. Base hit to right. Mapes throws it back in, and the Red Sox take the early 1-0 lead.
2 outs, men on first.
I enjoy this PC replay game. It's a direct port of their cards and dice game, and I love cards and dice. So for me, this is both exciting and relaxing. I play cards and dice to relax. I enjoy it. However, I don't enjoy keeping the stats by hand, and I don't enjoy looking up all the charts, and the computer does that for me. As Tommy Byrne to face Bobby Doerr, 321 hitter this year. Base hit to left. Stevens moves to third.
2 outs, men on first and third.
That was the famous 36 roll, and if you haven't heard it from me before, I'll tell you now. When 36 rolls, if the pitcher is a lefty and the batter is a righty, it's a base hit. If the pitcher and the batter are from the same side, right, or left, it is an out. Billy Goodman, 317 average, not much of a power hitter, but he can get a base hit, and that's all the Red Sox need here to get their second run of the day. And he hits a single to left. Runners on first and second. Red Sox lead 2-0. Jeff Hunter asked me, can you play this game without the cards? Or is that not possible? No, you need the cards.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Al Zarilla, 9 home runs, 285 average. Base hit to left, and they are knocking the crap out of Tommy Byrne. Red Sox lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the first.
2 outs, men on second and third.
It isn't going to be long before the AI is going to start thinking about replacing Tommy Byrne. Bertie Tebbets, 298 hitter. Tebbets intentionally walked.
Two outs, bases loaded.
The ninth batter of the inning, Ellis Kinder, steps in, and you don't blame him walking a 298 hitter to face the 132 hitting Ellis Kinder. And right on Q, excuse me.
5 hits, and 3 left on.
They strike out Kinder. We go to the top of the second.
Top of the second.
Okay, here we go. Top of the second. Yankees to send up Barrett, Johnson, and Woodling to face Ellis Kinder. Barrett hits a deep fly ball to left, and Williams puts it away.
1 out, bases empty.
Billy Johnson, 3 home runs. He's hitting 246, the third baseman for the Yankees. He hits a fly ball to left. Williams puts it away for the second out of the inning.
2 outs, bases empty.
Kinder is having an easy time of it. Gene Woodling, 253 batter, hits from the left side. He is currently in our Field of Dreams League for those Field of Dreams players that are watching. This 66 is like APA baseball. This could be a home run. It may be a home run. That question mark means we're going to have to roll one more time. Anything but a 1. And the Yankees are going to put a run. And there it is. It's out of here. Home run, Gene Woodling.
2 outs, bases empty.
Yankees cut the lead to 3-1. Send up Cliff Mapes. 261 hitter, 2 home runs. Kinder a little shaken by that, walks the batter, but probably was pitching him carefully because
2
the
outs,
pitcher
man on first.
is due up next. And we have what's called a base action chart. It's going to be a pickoff attempt, pass ball, wild pitch, balk. Let's find out. It's going to be nothing, as you see there.
2 outs, men on first.
Short fly to right to end the inning.
1 run, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
We go to the bottom of the second, 3-1. I have some options here, as you might have noticed, whether I have to confirm things. The reason I do that, sometimes the AI, I didn't do this last season, but I did it this year. Sometimes the AI doesn't make the greatest decisions in the world, so I overwrite it for the other team when it isn't in their best
Bottom of the
interest.
second.
Bottom of the second inning, top of the order, the Red Sox batted around in the first to score 3 runs. DiMaggio, Pesky, and Williams due up to face Tommy Byrne. Base hit. We're going to have an error check on the right fielder. 34. Let's see what it is. It's an error. It's over 34. And the Yankees allowed DiMaggio to reach second base for the second consecutive inning as he leads
man
off.
On second.
Johnny Pesky struck out his first time up. He hits a grounder back to the mound. DiMaggio going to go to third as Byrne throws to Hendrick.
Man on third.
Ted Williams. Well, what do you think they're going to do with Ted Williams? You think they're going to walk him? Let's find out. Ted Williams grounded to first base unassisted last time. They pitched to him, and they strike him out. 2 down.
2 outs, men on third.
Vern Stevens singled his first time up. We're going to roll a die. We have another potential single. If it's a 6, the score will be 5-1. Base hit.
That's
Mate.
75th RBI this season.
Mapes takes it on a bounce, throws it in. Stevens at first. We've got some information here which basically says that the pitcher is
2 outs, men on first.
reached a threshold. As you can see, his pitching card eliminates all this stuff up here, which means he's at his absolute worst. We don't know how long the AI will leave him in, but let's find out. Bobby Dorr singled last time. And there's a line drive into the gap in center field. Dorr is going to make it to second base. Stevens is going to be on third. We're going to have another roll to see if Stevens comes home. He does. It is now 5-1 Red Sox.
2 outs, men on second.
This is not the way the game went in real life, as the Yankees won this game in real life. However, this is not real life. This is fantasy. Goodman hits a ground ball right back to the mound. Throws to first. They got him to end the
2
inning.
runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. Top of the third.
Kinder is on the mound for the Red Sox. Byrne is going to be on those lower grades. We'll see how long the AI keeps him in. Kinder to face top of the order, Coleman, Rizzuto, and then Hendrick. Coleman hit by a pitch to start the game. Pesky up with it to Goodman for the out.
1 out, bases empty.
Phil Rizzuto grounded back to the mound. It was a sacrifice bunt. And that ball's hit to third. We have to roll for a Pesky error. 35. That means Pesky's an average fielder. 53. Base hit. No, not a base hit. Excuse me. On an error.
1 out, men on first.
Rizzuto on first. Tommy Hendrick flied to center field his first time out. Infield playing in double play depth. There is a steal attempt, and here it comes. There's the 36. Let's see what happens. 16. Rizzuto is caught stealing. If it was over 36, he would have been safe.
2 outs, bases empty.
Kinder now with 2 outs. Hendricks still at the plate. He hits at the third. Pesky's going to field all 3 today. Will he field this one without an error? Let's find out. He does not.
No runs.
Make
no
the
hits,
error.
1 error, and none left on.
Red Sox get out of that inning, luckily, as Pesky made an error and almost made an error in the third ground ball hit to him.
Bottom of the third.
We go to
bringing in a new pitcher.
Going to the bottom of the third, and as you heard, Cuddles Marshall, whoever the hell he is coming in. I'm not terribly familiar with 1949 players. I do know the Red Sox and most of the Yankees. I don't know Cuddles, however. He's on the mound. He's pitched 28 innings. He's got a 4.82 ERA and a whip of 182. The whips in late 40s baseball were fairly high, and the pitchers walked a lot of batters. This one in particular struck out 4 and walked 18 over 28 innings. That's an extreme, but that's not strange in 1949 baseball. Okay, Zarilla, Tebbets, and Kinder, the bottom third of the order. Ballpark effect, we have another dice roll. As you can see, a 5, anything over 23 is a base hit. And there it is, base hit, Zarilla.
No outs, men on first.
Red Sox continue to pound Yankee pitching. 2+ innings, they've got 9 hits against this Yankee staff. Bertie Tebbets hits a deep fly out to right field, 1 down.
1 out, men on first.
Ellis Kinder struck out last time up. And even the pitcher gets a base hit in the center field. We have another extra base check. Here it is. And Zarilla will go to third. Red Sox.
1 out, men on first and third.
Runners on first and third. 5 runs in on the day. 10 hits. Cuddles Marshall not doing very well. In relief of Tommy Byrne, will face Dom DiMaggio, who has doubled and singled. He's going to walk to fill the bases. Bases loaded. If you're a Red Sox fan, you're enjoying this game. If you're a Yankees fan, you got your eyes closed because now Dom DiMaggio's on first and Johnny Pesky,
1 out, bases loaded.
hitting 278, comes to the plate. He pops it up to short. Rizzuto puts it away.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Ted Williams is up now, and that's why the Yankee fans are going to close their eyes. Bases loaded. Cuddles Marshall with his 188 whip delivers. And he walks him. Another run. 6-1 Red Sox. Williams at first.
2 outs, bases loaded.
I'm not so sure how long the AI is going to leave this guy in, but now he's got to face Vern Stevens. Singled twice, knocked in runs both times. We got to roll another die. This is either a grand slam home run, pretty good shot at it, or a base hit. It's a base hit.
He now has 4 RBIs today.
2-run score. Red Sox are destroying the New York Yankees. I don't usually Zoom games, but this one in another run or two will be Zoomed and my broadcast will be over.
2 outs, men on first and third.
They leave Marshall in. He's given up 3 runs. Red Sox 8-11-1. Yankees 1-1-1. Bobby Doerr. Ball hit to short. We're going to roll for a Phil Rizzuto error. Rizzuto, a better than average fielder, but he is going to commit an error on this play. 9-1. This can't get any worse for
2
the
outs,
Yankees.
men on first and second.
9-1. 10-1 is the magic number that I am going to zoom to the end of this game. Billy Goodman. He fouls out to the shortstop. The inning is
4
over.
runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on.
For you Red Sox fans,
Top of the fourth.
Red Sox leading 9-1. It's about as lopsided a game as you're going to get. Ellis Kinder will face Joe DiMaggio, Yogi Berra, Billy Johnson. DiMaggio flied to left his first time. He's going to hit it to short. Stevens to Goodman for the out.
1 out, bases empty.
Kinder facing Yogi Berra. Yogi hitting .270 this season, 11 home runs, 47 RBIs. Flied to left. We got a ballpark roll. Anything over 23 is a base hit. 26, base hit for Yogi Berra. Williams picks it up, throws it in. The Yankees have a runner on first.
1 out, men on first.
Billy Johnson flied to left. .243 hitter on the season. There's that 36 roll because the pitcher's right-handed and the batter is right-handed. It is an out line drive to the shortstop. That's the way it is. If they were left and left, the line drive would have been to second base.
2 outs, men on first.
Berra remains on first. Kinder now to face Gene Woodling, hitting .257. He homered his last time up, and he may homer again. That's 66 for the second time in a row. Let's see what happens. Base hit. Roll was a 36, single to center field. Runners on first and third.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Cliff Mapes walked his last time up. Kinder delivers. Ball hit to first. He's going to flip it to the pitcher.
2 hits and 2 left on.
We go to the bottom of the fourth, still 9-1 Boston.
Bottom of the fourth.
Here we go. Bottom third of the order again. Zarilla, Tebbets, and Kinder. Zarilla's singled twice, knocked in a run. Cuddles Marshall delivers, and there's a line drive out to Joe DiMaggio.
1 out, bases empty.
Bertie Tebbets intentionally walked, flied to right. Ground ball to short. Rizzuto to Hendrick for the out. 2 up, 2
out,
down.
Bases empty.
First time that's happened for the Red Sox today. It looks like the Yankees finally have it under control. Ellis Kinder struck out and singled. And he singles again. There's nothing unusual but a pitcher getting 2 hits in a game back in the 1940s.
2 outs, men on first.
Top of the order, Dom DiMaggio doubled, singled, and walked. Average now at 310. Cuddles has lost his grades, so it's only a matter of time before the computer removes them. Ground ball back to the mound.
No
Over
runs,
to
1 hit.
Hendrick
and
for
1
the
left
out.
on.
We head to the top of the fifth, 9-1 Boston.
Top of the fifth.
You're right, Buckshot. This is a rout. Listen carefully, Buckshot. You may be starting the Field of Dreams broadcast soon. Field of Dreams opening day continues after this broadcast for anyone here that may not be a Field of Dreams member. Buckshot BBN Sports Replays, the Field of Dreams, which is an exciting draft league created by Steve Tate and Big Clue. That game will be broadcast right after the conclusion of this game on Buckshot's network. Okay, Kinder to face Cuddles Marshall. Top of the order, Coleman and Rizzuto. Who thinks Marshall should hit? I don't think anybody thinks it. Bobby Brown will pinch hit.
The manager calls for a pinch hitter.
Short fly ball to center. DiMaggio has it.
1 out, bases empty.
Jerry Coleman hit by a pitch, grounded to third. And he hits it right back to the mound. Flips to the first baseman. The Red Sox have 2 outs.
2 outs, bases empty.
Goodman tosses the ball back to Kinder, who will now face Phil Rizzuto, who's bunted a sacrifice and reached first on a pesky error. And just like Appa baseball at 13's a strikeout here.
To score, 1, 2, 3.
At the end of 4.5, Red Sox lead 9-1.
Bottom of the 5th. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
Yankees bringing in Joe Page. And unlike Cuddles, I know Joe Page. Joe Page on the season, ERA of 3.03. 38 innings pitched, allowed only 26 hits. His whip is 1.24. For those of you who may not be aware of how this game got started, PC Replay, the inspiration for this game was Appa Master Game. There were people that did not like how complicated the Appa Master Game was, and they rewrote a game that would be similar to Appa, but easier to play, and they came up with PC Replay Baseball, which is why you see some of the same dice rolls resulting in some of the same outcomes. Here we go. Pesky, Williams, and Vern Stevens to face the relief pitcher, Page. Ground ball to short. Rizzuto to Hendrick. 1 down.
1 out, bases empty.
Ted Williams grounded to first, struck out, and was walked.
One out, man on first.
Williams takes his lead. Vern Stevens singled 3 times, has knocked in 4 runs today. The pitch. And for the first time today, we have a rare play event that could be 4 or 5 rolls here. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. Rizzuto flips to second for the force out. Coleman drops the ball as he takes the pivot. Now we have the 5th roll. Will this be an error on Coleman? Let's find out. No. It is not an error. Coleman gets the putout. Stevens goes to first. And that is a 5 roll.
2 outs, man on first.
Result. Stevens at first. Bobby Doerr, who singled, doubled, and reached on an error. He flies out to DiMaggio.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
We go to the top of the 6th, still 9-1 Boston.
Top of the 6th.
Hendrick, DiMaggio, and Berra trying to get the Yankees back into it against Ellis Kinder. Hendrick flied to center, grounded to third. And he's going to hit a deep fly ball to left that Williams is going to put away for the out.
1 out, bases empty.
Joe DiMaggio's fly to left, grounded to short. And he's going to hit a deep fly ball to left for the out. 2 in a row that Williams puts away in front of the green monster.
2 outs, bases empty.
Yogi singled his last time up. fly to left his first time up, currently batting .273. And we have our second rare play of the game. Let's see how many rolls this is. 2. Dribbler to the mound. The pitcher's going to try to get the batter out. We're going to have another roll. Let's see what happens. If it's 4, 5, or 6, he's out. He's out.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
We head to the bottom of the 6th. Score remains 9-1 Boston.
Bottom of the 6th.
Bottom of the 6th, Goodman, Zarilla, and Tebbets to face Joe Page, so far the only effective pitcher on the Yankees staff today. So I take a sip of water. Billy Goodman steps in. Single, grounded back to the mound, and popped up to short. Ball hit to short. Over to first for the out.
1 out, bases empty.
Al Zarilla singled twice, knocked in a run. He's also lined out to center. Hit to first baseman. He is going to take it unassisted.
2 outs, bases empty.
Joe Page finally has settled this team down. The Yankees have the firepower. Let's see if they can catch up here in the next couple of innings. Tebbets intentionally walked, fly to right, grounded to short. And now he walks. Not surprising. Page wants to
2 outs,
face
men on first.
the pitcher, Kinder, who, however, the pitcher today has singled twice. Can he do it again? Short fly ball to right field. The inning is over.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
We head to the top of the 7th inning. Red Sox lead 9-1.
Top of the 7th.
I agree with you, Jamie. The rolls do add to the drama. In action PC baseball and out of the park baseball, you have the animation on the screen that has drama. Here, you've got those dice rolls. Billy Johnson, fly to left, line to short. Kinder delivers. Ground ball to short this time. Easy play for Stevens. He's out.
1 out, bases empty.
Kinder to face Woodling, who's homered once, singled. That single he had could have been a home run, but he got a bad dice roll. And here's another one. Base hit off the pitcher's glove. There could be an error. Kinder's a good fielder, so I'm sure, unless this is a 62 and above. It's a 64. Woodling's going to go to second. Yankees are starting to get some breaks.
1 out, men on second.
Red Sox commit their second error of the day. Both teams with 2 errors. Kinder, by the way, this 7 means how many batters he's got left. They do have a bonus roll when it hits 0. If it's under a certain amount, he gets no batters. If it's over, he gets extra batters to face. Cliff Mapes walked, grounded to first. He grounds to first again. He is out at first base. The runner goes to third. The pitcher was covering. Fielder's
2 outs,
choice.
men on third.
And the pitcher Page with a runner on third and an 8-run lead. Let's see if the AI will replace him. He does. Good move, because the AI didn't replace him. I was going to override it and send up a pinch hitter.
They're going to use a pinch hitter. Ball 4. Take the base.
Niaros walks.
2
Runners
outs, men on first and third.
Runners on first and third for the Yankees. Jerry Coleman, top of the order, up. Yankees need base runners. Let's see what happens. Inning is over.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on.
We go to the bottom of the 7th. Red Sox still lead 9-1.
Bottom of the 7th. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
I never interrupt that song. That's my favorite version of it in a PC game. Okay, here we go. Top of the Red Sox order: DiMaggio, Pesky, and Williams to face Spec Shea. Spec Shea's 32 innings pitched, 5.51 ERA, struck out 16, walked 34. Let's see what happens. He's allowed 6 home runs in only 32 innings. I'm not sure that there won't be more runs scored, but let's find out what happens. DiMaggio's doubled, singled, walked, and grounded back to the mound. And he doubles again into the corner. Ball comes in from right field.
No outs, man on second.
I made that up. They don't tell you, but you have to do that in this game. DiMaggio on second. Pesky up. Pesky hitting 276. DiMaggio at second. The pitch. And there's another double into the left field corner this time. Pesky on second. It's 10-1.
No outs, man on second.
And I'm afraid this is really exciting. Let's just go to the end of the game, shall we? 10-1 is tough enough for everybody. And there it is. Final score: Red Sox 12, Yankees 3. Red Sox 12, 15-2. Yankees 3-6-2. Winning pitcher Ellis Kinder now 9-1. Tommy Byrne, the loser, 6-6. MVP of the game, Vern Stevens. Let's autoplay the rest of the day. There's the Red Sox score. Comiskey Park, the White Sox defeat the Browns 9-3. Cleveland loses at Cleveland Stadium to Detroit 5-4. In the second game, they defeat Detroit 5-2. Washington, D.C., Philadelphia A's defeat the Senators 8-2. Polo Grounds, the Braves lose to the Giants 10-7. Brooklyn adds to their league-leading total, defeating the Phillies 11-0 in their game. Pittsburgh at home clobbers Cincinnati 13-3. And for the final game of the day, the Cubs at the St. Louis Cardinals, a rivalry game. The Cubs defeat St. Louis 9-5. We flip over to the standings. The Red Sox expand their lead to 7 games against the Yankees. And Brooklyn expands their lead to 14 games over St. Louis. And I think let's take a look at the schedule. Next week's schedule. Today we're on Wednesday the 9th. Wednesday the 29th. The following week we have, let's see what Wednesday's games have. Red Sox at the Senators. Oh, we got Boston at Yankee Stadium. So next week we will do another Yankees-Red Sox game, this time from the stadium in the Bronx, New York. And I want to thank everybody for joining me. I'm glad to be back on track with my own personal projects and my season replays, 1917 and 1949. We'll be doing one game a week on the YouTube channel. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to spend any less time on Field of Dreams League. The Field of Dreams League is probably one of the most exciting projects I've ever been a part of. I'd like to thank Steve Tate and Big Clue for getting that started. I'd also like to thank SGJ Jamie, Buckshot, Low and Judgment 1818, Jeff Hunter. And I said Buckshot, did I? That's it from here. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by, and we'll see you next week.